much, Madam Mayor. This local plan presents a clear and present threat to our green belt and our green spaces. And this Labour administration will not be happy until they have concreted over all of Enfield, turning it into concrete grey. Now, in the run-up to the local plan, they presented a false choice. They said, well, you can either build on Greenbelt or you can build up into the sky with skyscraper tower blocks. What was the choice? Well, they decided on doing both. Now, let's look at their record. They are presiding over one of the highest housing waiting lists in the country. They made a promise to deliver 3,500 homes in their manifesto commitment. How many have they delivered so far? They've delivered 100. They don't want to hear it. They have delivered 122. So they won't be able to deliver it in their 4-year manifesto commitment. It'll take them 50 years at that current rate because they have failed to. The leader doesn't like to hear it, but they have failed to develop the brownfield site of Meridian Water. When you look at their record, they talk about decent homes, whilst thousands of council tenants are living in non-decent homes. When we have residents still living in unsafe tower blocks like the Shire's estate that we warned about last year because they haven't acted. They talk about the cost of living and people struggling to make ends meet, when at the last meeting they increased council tenants' rents by anything up to £1,000 and cut council tax support on low-income households by anything up to £3,000. Do not lecture us about the cost of living. You are the cost of living crisis. That is your record. And it's not just the green belt that is under threat, it's our green spaces and recreation grounds. The local plan plans to build a crematorium incinerator on Church Street, Hazelbury recreation ground, and residents are outraged by that. Over 1,600 residents have signed a petition because they don't want in their back garden seeing a crematorium incinerator. They don't want an incinerator near to schools. They don't want to lose that beloved, vital green space. But that is exactly what the Labour administration is proposing. They talk about sport. Well, the Sunday football clubs will be losing that use. Children from the schools will be losing that use, and instead will have toxic pollution. That is their record. They are not green by any stretch of the imagination. And that is, in summary, that is the legacy of this administration. They have failed to deliver on the brownfield sites like Meridian Water, and so as a consequence, they're having to look at the green belt, they're having to look at sky-high tower blocks. That is their legacy that they are going to leave this borough for generations to come.